Tyson. 4 rounds, 10 rounds, gonna be just like this.
Oh!
He's too stupid. He's too stupid to run. He'll stand up there and get knocked out.
This jab, he can do a lot.
Legendary Eric Esch, aka Butterbean, and Mike Tyson brought Judgment Day to every opponent they faced.
That was a right hand and
And that's exactly why they're rightfully called living legends of the sweet science. Get ready, because right now we're about to tell you the story of the most desired fight in boxing history. This is boxing sport. Here we go.
I'm Hurricane Peter McNeely from Medfield, Mass. On Saturday night, watch me kick Tyson's ass.
Peter McNeely, the scandalous Irishman best known for his fight with Mike Tyson. In that fight, Tyson seemingly destroyed McNeely's survival instinct completely.
Tyson with a left hook, a right uppercut, down goes McNeely again.
McNeely's hurt this time, Steve. He's very hurt. He can barely stand up. This fight, he's got about 30 seconds.
Because a leprechaun in gloves decided to challenge a spherical apocalypse wrapped in stars and stripes.
Peter McNeely.
And Eric Esch accepted this four-corner feast with a massive appetite.
With your medical background, is this too risky for him to be fighting?
From the opening seconds, Butterbean immediately put the Irishman's jaw through a crash test.
Butterbean goes right to it.
He really thinks he's a real fighter. He fights good 4-round fights.
9 pounds lighter than Butterbean. This makes him even that much more likable. Oh, he missed with the right.
Apparently, Butterbean's fight purses weren't enough for all the treats he wanted, so he decided to moonlight as the Tooth Fairy, right there in the ring.
Somebody do something, but a little bit of money went on McNeely.
Oh, a right hand by Butterbean. That snapped.
And later, not eager to drag the night out, the Burger Terminator unleashed a brutal firing squad on his opponent.
It's all Butterbean. McNeely ready to go. And that's it. Chain 80 steps in and stops the fight just before the bell.
Beating the Irish upstart even more viciously than Iron Mike himself, Butterbean confidently stated that he could easily digest the King's Crown.
I want Mike Tyson. He's too stupid. He's too stupid to run. He'll stand up there and get knocked out. One hit's all it takes from a heavyweight like me.
Back in the 90s, Butterbean might have had better odds, because at the peak of his dominance, Mike Tyson lost his crown.
Fighter who likes to work behind.
He was stopped by the number 7 ranked contender, James Buster Douglas.
The shot that will finish things in. Oh, the uppercut. What an uppercut by Douglas, and down goes Tyson.
That fight proved to the entire boxing world that Iron Mike's jaw could be melted.
New heavyweight champion of the world, James Buster Douglas.
Meanwhile, Butterbean was only getting stronger, because against Jackie Beard, he delivered a full-blown festival of theatrical violence.
Tough man competition, and he just turned professional. So
However, during the fight, Beard mocked Esch, believing he was nothing more than walking cholesterol.
looking to load up that time. Fighters. This is the second round, Mike Tyson. He does want Tyson. He thinks, look, he feels.
But Jackie clearly didn't understand one thing. You don't want to make Esch angry. Fueled up like he'd downed chocolate syrup, Butterbean went to burn calories on his opponent.
So this is just a little taste of what you're going to be able to see. Butterbean opens right up. 3 or 4 rounds with McNeely, and still managed to get him out of there. Bean, no nonsense here. Beard slapping.
Closing the distance and dialing in the aim, Butterbean fired a lightning-fast shot and crushed the stunned fighter.
Oh, the big right hand. And that dropped him. And I mean dropped him. Bean's been waiting for that shot. And there was nothing fluke about that.
That was fun. That was so much fun.
After his shocking loss, Tyson lost the title of the baddest man on the planet. In a potential clash with Butterbean, he was no longer the clear favorite. But stepping up to finish the wounded beast was the true boogeyman of Ring of that era, Donovan Razor Ruddock. Ruddock carried tons of dynamite in his fists and was at the peak of his powers, carrying a record of 15 straight wins, 13 by devastating knockout.
There's a right hand. Look, Gusta's in the distance. Puts him very, very close. Oh, right in the left hand.
And that's why Razor didn't hold back with sharp words toward Iron Mike.
One thing Tyson have is that he's been knocked out before by a lesser opponent, and he's going to sleep again.
When the fight began, two titans instantly engaged in a brutal fist-to-fist dialogue, where one mistake could cost them their life.
Integrity or his honesty. Ruddock just went back. Now he's trying to get his uppercut.
Boy, that could eliminate the knockdown. Down goes Ruddock.
But Tyson wasn't about to repeat history and started to terrorize Ruddock mercilessly.
There's a left by Ruddock, a left by Tyson, and down goes Ruddock.
What a counterpunch.
Hey, you okay? Come to me.
And in the end, in round 7, Tyson blasted a savage combination that ended the fight and restored his boxing honor.
Now the right combination. Steele steps in. Is it over? It's over. It's over. And Mike Tyson has defeated Razor Ruddock here in the 7th round.
It's going to be
Mighty Mike Tyson.
At the same time, a victory-hungry Butterbean shared the ring with a true giant, Doug Norris.
Contest. He won several regional tournaments.
Once the firefight began, Butterbean aggressively forced head-on collisions and kept pushing for a close-range combat.
That time, Doug Norris got his head in the skin. Eric Butterbean Ashe is a man who there's the punches. Butterbean coming forward with some good shots.
And you're seeing some tough man windmilling by Butterbean. He still has that.
He's getting nailed, though, by Norris.
Showing off the raw power fueled by his star-spangled shorts.
Fights all the way through, so he can fight 4 times in a night.
After a ferocious exchange, finalizing his canvas of violence, Butterbean added the final brushstroke straight to his opponent's jaw.
Hurt Doug Norris. I was joking, but that was the problem. Well, it's wild now, folks, and there goes Doug Norris.
Absolute art.
Well, he never should have slugged with him. He knows that now. It's over.
Opponents have given him no more real in subsequent bouts.
And Doug Norris
Of all
himself.
the previous sins of the fight.
After another dominant win, Tyson faced the undefeated giant Michael Spinks.
Is just looking for a place to fall down.
Oh, the right hand!
Spinks was the undisputed light heavyweight division champion, and many fans doubted the king.
And we're just about ready to go. The opening bell. Let's see what's happened.
As soon as the bell rang, Mike began remodeling Spinks' face into Sphinx's face with his fists.
Not able to hold him off so far with a jab. He tries to come back. Not able to hold him off so far with a jab. He tries to come back at him. But Tyson walks right through it. Tyson showing no fear, no respect. In a long time in Jerry Cooney. The right hand lands to the head of Mike Spinks. It's Tyson all the way here in round number 1.
But the champion lasted just 1 minute in this onslaught because not interested in suspense, the Dynamite Kid sent Spinks into the Shadow Realm.
Up to 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. And here comes Mike Spinks in. He leads to the right hand. Down he goes. I don't think you get up from this. Mike Spinks is laying flat on his back. The count is up to 5 and 6 and 7. Spinks almost fell back, bro. A dramatic first round knockout.
In 1995, Butterbean faced Paul Springer. In this fight, the combined weight made the ring bend. Once the fight started, Butterbean needed just 30 seconds to prove that his body was the true male physique standard.
Тыльной стороной руки рефери, который я отправил. Здоровенный, только более мускулистый. Ну вот. Это все и кончилось. Butterbean в своем стиле. Если уж он попадет... 47 секунд.
But to fully understand what a hypothetical fight with a forever hungry Butterbean might look like,
And he wins.
we must recall prime Mike Tyson, a man who entered the ring like a natural disaster.
If they can find some fight.
And there was a...
In August 1986, Tyson faced the true Titan Jose Ribalta. The moment the bell announced the start, in his regal manner, Tyson established absolute monarchy in the ring.
Try exchange, punch for punch. He can't do that. Again, just tremendous body shots, and what an uppercut. Big right hand again, but Ribalta stays right there, holds on. There was a big right hand.
Then, he decided to practically prove that size doesn't matter, slamming Ribalta's head back down to earth.
Tyson was invited. And there was an uppercut. What a shot. Don't see that happen. A guy gets knocked down with an uppercut.
Somehow, Ribalta survived the shot and got up, stunning not only the entire arena, but Tyson himself.
And literally took him off the ground. It really did.
But Mike wasn't interested in extending the evening. He continued turning Ribalta into a ribeye steak, forcing him to desperately cling to consciousness.
And Jose got the worst of that one. There is no spring. And there's a smashing left hand. And oh, another big left hand. Oh, his legs. And he's out. He's really out. Oh, what a shot. And Ribalta's down. He is up.
And not trusting the judges with the result of the fight, Tyson decided to perform plastic surgery with his fists.
And that's it. There's no reason to believe that he couldn't have survived that round.
At his peak, no one even dared to look at great Tyson's crown.
Uppercut, and Marvison's hurt. Basically it. And down goes Holmes, and that's going to be it.
But Tony TNT Tucker volunteered to dethrone the Iron Mike.
Tony TNT Tucker.
At that time, TNT could boast an insane record of 34-0, and the fact that he towered over the king by 2 heads.
Run, as it were. And we'll see what kind of tactic Tucker...
Early on, Tucker used his biological advantage. Tucker kept the beast at bay, hunting from a distance like a sniper.
He may have seen something. Technically speaking, no one gave Tucker. There was a good right hand again by Tucker. Another right hand.
Then Tucker, apparently realizing that his size advantage would allow him to act with impunity, began mockingly provoking Tyson.
Well, when you do that, and I know it's first because I invented it, you got to be... That was a good example. That was because of what Tucker's doing. He's tying his man up. Those are the antics there. Sometimes work.
But Tyson decided to show that provoking him is the same as playing Russian roulette with a fully loaded revolver.
There was a good left hand, and that's again a right hand, but he took a right from Tyson. And another big right by Mike Tyson.
Tyson immediately began breaking down Tony's defense and making him feel the pain to the fullest.
There was a right hand by Tyson. There was a left hand by Tyson, and particularly for Tucker. There's a great left hand at the bell by Tyson.
In the end, Tyson won and brutally punished this oversized upstart.
Mike Tyson.
In 1995, Esh met Pat Jackson in the ring, a man whose hands were like baseball bats.
We get over in State Line, Nevada.
Jackson looked extremely aggressive in the fight, and his cast iron punches nearly pierced Butterbean's cholesterol body armor.
Wanted Pat Jackson to stand in front of him, but guess for Butterbean, as you heard.
Pat forced cardio on his round-shaped opponent in the ring, but by doing so, he only whetted the appetite of the forever hungry monster in gloves.
Instinctively, if he tries to get too fundamentally oriented, which over the long haul he needs, it might hurt him in some of these fights here.
He also jabbed. You can't miss the Butterbean with a jab. Now, he says he's working on that a little bit.
Because next, with his punches, Esh began marinating his opponent's body in a sauce of pain.
Into this fight, good right by Butterbean. He may have hurt jabs, not much. Bean comes in with the overhand right, survival mode. He's not punching much. I don't think he has much on the punch. He's so tired. There's the jab by Jackson. Again, that's not a hard punch to land. He holds on.
Butterbean should try a left hook to the body, then go upstairs. Now he's uppercutting.
The interesting thing, Dave, is he hasn't really hurt Jackson that much with these punches. It's just that Jackson is...
Then, Esch got so carried away that even the referee caught some of it.
And referee might be one of the most dramatic shots he walked into. Boy, that's combat pay right there.
And apparently, afraid of sharing the referee's fate, Jackson shortly refused to continue the fight. By scoring a double victory, Butterbean proved that no one can withstand his power, not even the referee.
I was shocked because I looked down and it was the wrong guy laying there.
In 1987, Tyson faced another giant, Tyrell Biggs. Being overly confident in victory due to his height advantage, Biggs said,
"You know, I owe it to myself to go out there and beat Michael Tyson like I am his dad. He's made for me, Tyson."
So Tyson decided to punish the loudmouth to the fullest.
Tyson to jump right on Tyrell Biggs. 3 questions that Mike Tyson really has.
The fight began, and in the early rounds, Biggs used his size advantage, firing from long range.
Pattern in Tyrell Biggs that he feints to the right. Throw the jab like he's doing now, not to let Tyson set up. Get that kind of leverage. See, a good snapping jab is very effective. Whether or not Biggs can keep jab again. And come with that right hand.
Despite this, Tyson continued destroying the giant.
Get off the ropes, tie your man up. People don't realize it 5 years ago, but he really bothered me. There's the hook. Again. Another left hook.
Apparently, with one of his punches, Tyson damaged the part of the giant's brain responsible for self-preservation.
And there's a huge left hand from Tyrell Biggs now. Start those uppercuts. He took a big left hand there. And another. That's what he said he was going to do. Huge left hand there by Tyson.
Because Biggs began neglecting defense, recklessly playing with fate.
And Mike Tyson. He'll run right to the left. That Tyson actually bobs in a pattern 4 times, and then he comes.
But Tyson had no intention of tolerating such arrogance, so he started a corrective conversation.
Oh, that was a tremendous left hand. This is it. He is gone right now. He has no legs at all. And 10 seconds to go in a round. There's a left hand. He's down again. It's over. It's all over. And it wasn't even close.
And what we've seen has happened so often in which a fighter after a few rounds starts to hang on.
In the end, Tyson won and brutally punished the big man, proving to Biggs that bigger isn't always better.
Mike Tyson!
The next opponent of the round boxer was the owner of Killer Mustaches, a man named Billy Eaton. Even before the fight, it was clear that Butterbean was full not only of KFC wings, but also of a desire to deliver a bloody spectacle.
Sean, thank you very much. And indeed, Butterbean says he will go at him.
The bell rang, signaling the start of dinner as Butterbean immediately began devouring his opponent with savage punches.
Butterbean miss because he knows that Butterbean
has a history of busting up, you know. Being shaped, tribute to the commission. Been in with a new nutritionist, and Eaton dropped again. Being cornered.
Left hook right on the chin. Both of his legs, he went down.
However, Eaton had no intention of backing down, and like a skilled hitman, began landing precise headshots on the massive target.
Strange action in this ring. Butterbean. Again, you can just see Eaton just firing.
But this only awakened the fat man's appetite, because in the second round, Butterbean decided to send his dessert to lie down on the 4-cornered plate.
All but over. Bean. Target practice. Now it's all over. Well, it took more than one mule punch.
In the end, Eaton was eaten by Butterbean.
4-rounders.
Back in 1989, a showdown took place between Mike Tyson and Frank Bruno, a man with muscles of steel.
Good punches left and right.
That's a good punch.
Apparently, Bruno had more steel muscles than brain because he thought he could easily knock out the king.
but I want to knock him out so good into Don King's lap and wipe him off the map because he's bad for boxing and his people are bad for boxing.
Disadvantage as a lion going against the zebra.
The fight had barely started when an enraged Tyson dropped his opponent to his knees, making it clear who the king of the ring was.
With the right hand, and there goes Bruno for the first time in the fight. The first right hand that got him, he was down. The right hand catches Bruno. Left hook, Bruno looks ready to go. Now is when he's got to hang on.
Then, Mike decided to clearly show Bruno that there can be only one iron in the ring.
Lands a big right hand. Bruno's in big trouble now. He's ready to go. He hits him with the right hand.
In the end, Tyson harshly taught Bruno a lesson for his excessive self-confidence.
Right hand lands. Tyson knows he's got him in big trouble. If he doesn't answer it, Richard Steele has moved in and has stopped the fight. It's all over. Michael Tyson wins on a 5th round TKO.
In 1996, Eric faced another athlete in the ring, Jonathan Whitfield, whose nickname was The Bull.
6 of his 7 fights, but comes in and says...
The bell rang and the feast began. Butterbean took on the role of a matador and began taming the aggressive bull.
9 first-round knockouts. And, hey, you want to be famous? Well, we're coming down to the conclusion of 3rd. Good punch, but...
Then, apparently unwilling to share the battlefield any longer with Whitfield, Butterbean sent him into the shadow realm.
Joe L. Scott, rising young heavyweight. And a terrific affair. The fans out there of Butterbean seeing him win his 20th against Juan.
One day, 2 titans met in the ring, Mike Tyson and Carl Williams. At one point, this big man had defeated a 14-year-old Mike in sparring and loudly bragged about it to the entire world.
And the very next day, I came in the gym with a different attitude towards him. I went into the ring and I busted him up.
Apparently, that victory over Tyson inflated Williams' ego to the skies.
The truth is that I am the uncrowned king, the young heir to the throne, and the baddest heavyweight in all the land.
He'll rush straight across here, Tyson, that's a certainty.
When the bell rang, Williams anticipated that the childhood history would repeat itself.
Oh, standing there 2 or 3 times in the gymnasium when Tyson was coming up. And remember that they boxed 2 or 3.
But Iron Mike sent Williams to another world with just one punch.
I wonder if that's a change of plan with it.
Oh, what a left hook. In fact, it looks like Carl Williams has been knocked cold in the 1st round. Is he going to count him out or let him go on? He's done well to get up. No, he stopped it.
Mighty Mike Tyson.
In December 1990, Mike Tyson clashed with Alex Stewart. The bell rang, signaling the start of the fight, and Tyson immediately rushed in to demonstrate the laws of physics on a lab rat named Stewart. But not wanting to drag the night out, Iron Mike struck like thunder and sent Alex straight to Valhalla. Guys, that's all for today. We've shown you the best fights of both titans of the Royal Division.
Well, it's wild now, folks, and there goes Doug Norris.
He knows he's got him in big trouble. If he doesn't answer it, Richard Steele...
And after watching, you've probably already chosen your favorite.
You can't get off punches.
You can share it with us by writing in the comments who you think is the favorite. And if you enjoyed the video, hit like and subscribe to the channel.
Hey, you want to be famous?
This was Boxing Sport. See you soon.